Yeah, we're back. It's Rock of
Hello.
Love, episode 2. I am Andy.
And I am Ashley.
Welcome back. We are Andy and Ashley, and we are taking you on a quest through the golden age of VH1 reality TV. I'm going to give you some ASMR real quick. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Grip it and rip it.
Cheers.
Cheers. It wouldn't be right if we weren't drinking. This is
Absolutely.
Our tribute. This is our tribute to Andy Cohen. This is our Watch What Happens Live bit.
We are in the Playhouse.
We are working our way currently through VH1's backlog of wonderful primo reality shows all the way up to Megan Wants a Millionaire. But we're starting, not at the beginning, we're starting with Rock of Love. And we are now on episode 2 of Rock of Love.
Yes.
What's it called?
It is called Talk Dirty to Me.
Why do we want to jump into why it's called that?
Well,
right away?
we'll probably get there. It has to do with the challenge that comes up during the episode.
Yes, it's as upsetting as you might think it is. It's really challenging for a lot of things. But Ashley, I was wondering if I could interrupt our flow here to share with you my rendition of the intro music real quick.
Yes, please.
Yeah. No, I was thinking a terrible intro song. A terrible intro song deserves a ridicule.
Yeah.
And some funny parts to it.
Absolutely.
So-
Andy got his guitar out.
Can you hear it?
Ooh.
Yeah, here we go. I don't know what the chords are for that intro song, but it doesn't matter because it's bad. You don't want to hear it. So here we go, babe. You ready for this?
Ready.
Please let me introduce myself. I'm a little hobbit. You're a big, tall elf. Please let me be your fantasy. Touch my magic staff. I'll touch your binding ring. Please let me be your ring of power.
Oh, my God.
So that's a better intro song already.
No, it's perfect.
It's really good. So there'll be, I'm hoping to do one of those a week, but that's like Sufjan Stevens levels of ambition.
I mean, and it kind of aligns with Lacey's version of Talking Dirty to Brett.
What was hers?
She got into like fantasy worlds.
Oh yeah,
Like with elves and magic.
I'll follow you to the depths of hell. Yeah. Well, let's start at the top
Okay.
because I do want to get there. But let's start at the top with Tiffany, who managed to stay in the game, but not with a bed.
Unbelievable.
No bags,
Yeah.
no bed,
Yeah.
no room.
And she has vowed at the beginning of this episode that she is not going to be the drunk mess that she was in the first episode.
And the the editors are not letting her get away with that one bit. They just zoom in on her bombed out on the couch, just absolutely
Wait, are we
wrecked
going to play it in
still.
the background?
What the show?
Yeah.
Farts. Sorry,
yeah,
babe.
I like to have a little visual going on in the background.
I know. That's on me. I apologize. I'll get that rolling for us. But can we? So we have that zoom in on what's her bucket, Tiffany, and then
There are broken glasses in the house. Everyone has raged the first day.
what is her accent? Where is she from?
Indecipherable, honestly.
Yeah, it's inscrutable.
She speaks in broken English as well.
And she
Like,
looks.
it's never quite making sense.
There's never a scene where she looks like she's not on Quaaludes and alcohol at the same time. Like she's mixing lots of things, probably.
Yeah, which is kind of sad.
We hope you're well.
I hope you're
Tiffany.
okay, Tiffany.
Yeah, you don't seem well. Now,
We, of course, also start with Brett pumping iron.
yeah, he's at his home gym, which, clearly it's doing him a lot of good. Everybody knows Bret Michaels as an absolute beefcake. He's getting it in his home gym. Do we think Brett sleeps here?
This is something we've kind of been trying to figure out because he has a bedroom. Girls are slipping him notes under the door. Girls are knocking on the door, talking to him. I don't buy that he's staying there all the time, though.
Because why slip a note under the door if he was in there?
Right.
Sometimes they just come in, and that seems like what you would do if the person was actually staying in the house. Am I crazy?
Yeah. I think he's just dipping in when he needs to and then going back to his
real house or something.
Mansion or whatever.
Well, I mean, this is, look, they got a nice place here.
Yeah.
It's probably Malibu.
Yeah.
Right?
But
the Rock of Love mansion.
It's stuffed with a bunch of hot messes.
Yeah.
That could just bug him all night long. So I think he wants to escape.
You stuffed with a bunch of hot messes and completely stocked and restocked with alcohol day after day. Okay.
A big reveal is happening in the scene that we're watching. Important. Yes. So Erin is talking to one of the girls in the house, and she mentions that she has a fiance. They were supposed to get married in May.
But doesn't she say she had a fiance?
It is past tense. But if, like, we were supposed to get married in May, when do we think this is being filmed? Because that's, probably only a couple months away.
That'd be my guess.
Right? So even if it is an ex-fiance, this is a very recent breakup.
She was still with this guy. And also, hey, why share that?
Right.
Why share that with
None
anybody?
None of these girls are your friends, but nobody knows that yet. This is a new frontier for all of these girls.
Nobody here is polite. Nobody here has a moment of sobriety to keep any kind of confidence at all. And you're like, here's my personal details. Here's something that you would never use against me, would you?
Ever.
So this will come back up. If you don't know who Erin is, every girl in the house refers to her as circus boobs. So that's important, I think.
Yeah. It's not the nicest thing, but Heather's actual quote is, big ol' stupid circus boobs.
Let's get that right.
Yes.
Put that on the record. That's a direct quote. Now, right now on the episode, they are drunkenly playing with Brett's instruments, and Brett is jumping in with them. The interesting thing about all this is that it's not worse than what Bret Michaels usually does. And he's just... his usual lyrics about getting it on till the break of dawn.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
girls are on the strip pole, which is also awesome.
Yeah.
Rodeo is actually, she's in a bikini, but she puts her hands under her bikini top and just
touches
grabs her boobs.
If you don't know Rodeo is a fitness queen. She's got veins for days. She's got neck veins. She's got forehead veins. She's got bicep veins. I'm like insanely jealous of her cock veins on every part of her body. But when they're playing instruments, what I love is that the editors like added feedback. I'm like, the instruments aren't feeding back.
Well, there was also like a cat screaming.
Yeah. They added meows out of nowhere, and it's so good.
It's so wonderful. Now, all of the girls, I mean, it has to be like 11 a.m. and they are all already wasted on the strip pole.
Well, do we think, so they've also identified that there's two groups of girls at this point. So we have...
there is a divide in this house.
They call them, go ahead.
It's the slutty girls versus the bitchy girls.
But that's not what they call themselves. The editors decide to call them the slutty girls versus the bitchy girls.
Yes.
Because they call themselves like the A team versus the
Later on in the episode, Heather brands them as the slutty girls as the varsity or A team.
Yes.
Right?
What I like to think of them as is that the slutty girls are the 80s girls, are the ones that actually grew up maybe listening to Poison, are actual fans of Bret Michaels and his brand of cool music.
And they're the party girls.
Yes.
So who's on the slutty team? Who's on the bitchy team?
Well, and I want to say that the bitchy team is the Hot Topic team. These are women that did not grow up with Bret Michaels.
They're smoking cigarettes in the backyard and sipping on beers.
And they seem to, get along with the one woman of color remaining on the show.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It just seems... this will come up again. I guarantee. I don't need to belabor that point. I just think it bears mentioning.
But I do think we should line out so slutty girls.
Oh, okay.
Self-branded varsity slutty girls are Heather,
ringleader,
Brandy C.
Okay, kind of a puppet. Lacey would be second in command.
Lacey.
Rodeo.
Who else do we have on the slutty team?
Is Erin slutty team? Erin might be slutty team, but they don't like Erin because circus boobs.
Right. Where does Aaron land? Maybe Aaron's kind of like out of the mix and all
Brandy
of
M.
this.
Wait, Brandy M is season 2. Who am I? Oh, sorry, guys.
No, Brandy M is in this season, right?
No, she's season 2.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, guys, we watch a lot of this.
Watching too much Rock of Love.
But this is the moment. This is the episode. It only takes 2 episodes for Lacey to become Lacey. And what is it about Lacey's face that makes you know that she is a bad person? Like, something about her face lets you know, I'm not good.
We kind of talked about this in our last episode. There's evil in her eyes.
Yeah, like...
I don't know what it is.
I think it's that she smiles at times that are inappropriate to smile.
It's like a devilish smile.
Yeah. So she just tackled Jess. And Jess is, as Ashley and I think pointed out in the first episode, actually pretty.
Yes. But note that Jess is...
And she's a Hot Topic girl.
Fully clothed. Sitting by the side of the pool with a glass of champagne, I think, because she has to chuck her glass and break it. And Lacey just decides to grab her by the shoulders and pull her fully clothed into the pool.
And it wasn't like Jess wasn't ready for it. She saw this coming and like braced herself. So Lacey didn't back off from it. She just got more violent as like the pull into the pool went on. It was so aggressive and wild.
Yeah.
Like, Lacey's fucking nuts, dude.
Nuts. But to be fair, Jess was kind of a bitch to her. Because Lacey came outside before this and was trying to chat it up with the bitchy girls.
But like, her attempt to chat it up was just to get in their face and go, so what do you guys like? Is that really like honestly trying to chat it up?
No, she was trying to instigate. She's always trying to instigate.
She's trying to get dirt on people. She's trying to make them hate her. Yeah. This is a theme.
We are also seeing the indoor hot tub, which you kind of forget exists. Am I right? Is that an indoor hot tub?
It is. It
looks like one, but you don't really see it the rest of the show.
And why do you think that is, Ashley?
I think it's liability reasons.
Yeah, I think everybody's too hammered for the producers to say like, yeah, you can use this. No, somebody's going to die.
Out. Yes.
Yeah. I need to call attention to the leopard print pool table that the girls are gathered around. If you want to know stylistically what you're in for with the Bret Michaels leopard print pool table, I think says a lot.
What is Bret Michaels' aesthetic?
You asked me to keep your mic from falling, and
why? Thank you.
I failed you yet again. Anyway, what they're being told right now as they gather around the leopard print pool table is that they will have to talk dirty to Bret, which
this is their challenge.
The title of this episode, Talk Dirty to Me. And how do you know, Ashley, if the dirty talk is working?
Oh man. Oh, this is beautiful. And I love that VH1 did this on the freaking second episode.
They were going hard.
So pretty shortly here, we're going to see that the way that they judge how well these girls are talking dirty to Bret is that there is an actual machine called, what is it called?
You wrote it down.
Plethysmograph? Plethysmograph.
Yeah.
And
also known as a boner meter. You wrap this little strap around your hog.
Yeah.
And then
there's a doctor, and I'm using heavy quotes.
Dr. Roy. Dr. Roy may not be a doctor because Dr. Roy is
reading over there.
Pure comedy.
Strong like bull. All right, I'm calling the first girl.
He hooks Bret up to this machine, and there is like almost like something that would like, what's the thing at the hospital that does your heart rate?
Oh, like a blood pressure?
No, and it's like
EKG.
Yeah, maybe.
No, that's like.
We are not medical professionals, guys.
Plethysmograph. He's announcing the plethysmograph.
It is a similar concept where
Apple
the heart rate of your dick is being measured.
He's holding up the strap and Bret, all right, we got leopard print pool table. We have Guy Fieri pajamas.
Oh my God. They are actually horrendous. Oh God.
It's so painful.
And the pajama shirt goes down to his knees, which I guess, if I'm being fair, the trend back then was maybe for things to be a lot more baggy than they are now. But these pajamas are baggy AF.
Yeah, and he's not like a real tall guy, which isn't one of the things that inspired me to write about The Hobbit in my good song. But yeah, so
and he is bandana-less.
He is bandana-less in his jammies.
Yeah.
And he's also talking about how this is great because somehow this keeps his blood sugar levels, sustained because he's got the diabetes. I feel like boners would be dangerous for diabetes.
Well, I think that was a reference to Brandy C's. Well, she was talking about food or something in her dirty talk. So now all the girls are doing their dirty talk. Mm-hmm. And who we have in front of us right now is Tamra. Who just, poor thing.
She's not.
Doesn't know what to say.
I'm hoping it's just stage fright because she's kind of funny, but at the same time, maybe she is just an actual dumb person.
But maybe just a little vacant.
But she's pretty. At least she's pretty.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Bret Michaels likes that. Oh, Magdalena's about to sing us a song. Magdalena, our tall. Is she Polish or is that season 2?
That's a different season.
Magdalena is she's got a very low voice.
But what do they call her, Andy?
Oh, you wrote it down. I didn't.
Magdeanderthal. This is what the other girls call her. Magdeanderthal. LOL.
She's very tall. She's like statuesque, though.
And she wrote a song for Bret, which, guys, is bad.
It's bad.
It's a bad song.
Weird. Hi, baby. Okay, I wrote a little song for you. Once I received the phone call from LA, I knew that God finally heard my prayer. I'm gonna see you, my little Bret Day.
What is this one night?
Now, Erin is up, and she is doing a slutty English accent. Mm-hmm. She is the dirty nanny, and Bret is eating it up.
And now Lacey's going to give her whimsical, fantastical tale.
This is what ties in your parody of the opening song so well, because she goes down a fantasy road.
And then Bret claims to like flowers and dragons and poetry. I'm like, yeah. No, that's definitely your brand, huh?
Absolutely.
And Tiffany's
up. Oh, my girl Tiffany.
She's super hammered because she was nervous about doing this. And her response to everything is, first, get nervous. Mm-hmm. Second, get drunk to combat nervousness. All this to say, she's constantly drunk.
Constantly. She promised herself today
that
she was not going to drink. But here she is. She cannot even verbalize her dirty talk, really. It's nonsensical. And he's kind of rolling his eyes. And she actually says, don't threaten me with a good time
and
during her dirty talk.
The editors drop a supercut of within 2 episodes, the 4 times that she on camera has said, don't threaten me with a good time.
Yet.
Come on, I'm on the road here. You got to talk to me.
Really? Don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Tiffany, obviously.
It's incredible. Good job, editors.
It's like her go-to when she gets blacked out, and I love it.
Yeah. Okay, Rodeo's up. And she is
Rodeo.
Horny and nasty.
An actual phone sex operator.
and
like, we need to check into her background.
She's got kind of a raspy voice already.
Yeah, she has a career there. Let's be honest.
Is that already her career? We don't know.
It's possible.
We don't know.
It's possible.
So, man, Bret gets to come out in his pajamas and tell everybody the results of his boner meter test.
He's holding up graphs and charts.
It's really like this. Oh, man, there's just some things that, like, I think we have moved to a better place in society. I miss these TV shows, but it's really something to see Bret Michaels just too confidently in a room full of women discuss the status of his penis and whether he is attracted to you or not.
Yeah.
And it's really painful.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a huge creep factor to it, for sure. But the girls, it's consensual. The girls are all about it. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
You know who they didn't show is Jess.
They didn't have her. That's a great point. What the fuck?
I know. I wonder if it was just bad And they were like,
we can't. It was too bad. Maybe it was like just
we like
mid.
her, but it's just
It wasn't interesting enough because they've got at this point they have 16 girls in the house. I think it's important. We started with 25. We're at 16 tonight, and you can't. You probably can't show all 16.
Probably not. Yeah,
it's like American Idol. You want to show the stinkers and the really
greats.
Good ones.
Yeah,
you don't want to show the people that kind of like move on to the next round, but like did just enough.
Yeah. Exactly.
What do you think Jess said? What's her hot,
I don't know because
sexy talk?
It's not her style. That's why I'm like curious now to know. Like she's kind of a little closed off.
She's Hot Topic crew.
Yeah, she admits that even like as time goes on. So I don't know.
Yeah, and Samantha doesn't get shown either.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like a lot of the Hot Topic crew, you don't see theirs because they must neither excel nor crash and burn.
Right.
It's got to be somewhere in that middle.
Right.
Middle realm. But anyway, Rodeo with her forehead veins and her neck veins and her bicep veins. No, dude. Like I think I have a nickname for Rodeo. What's up? What do you want to say?
No. You go first.
I want my nickname for Rodeo to come out. Greco Rodeo.
I like it.
Because we will see Greco Rodeo come out later this episode.
Oh, no, No,
this episode.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Wait, maybe you're right. Maybe it is next episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're talking about
we know
wrestling?
too much about this, where she has to wrestle a particular person.
That's next episode. Oh, stay tuned, guys.
Spoilers. She does use those muscles, and they work.
Now, the stakes of this challenge were that the three women that win get a special date with Brett. And who won?
Well, isn't every date special with Brett? I just want to.
Well, they get an individual date, right? They won a date.
So who won? It was Aaron, Rodeo, and
Lacey.
Ugh.
Yes, Brandy's
the pits. I hate her.
She really gets under your skin, and I think the producers know that.
Yeah,
it's in my opinion very calculated that she stays in the show.
You're not alone.
No, I mean, not to give spoilers. I'm assuming if you're listening to our podcast, you have watched the show, but Lacey sticks around a
way
long
too
time.
Long. We are currently watching Brandy C and Aaron get into it because Brandy's very upset, and Brandy talks like a little baby. She talks like a little child, and so she's calling Aaron circus boobs.
Yeah.
And Aaron retorts that she has meth scars.
Yeah, meth face.
And then Brandy C.
She says, "You are beautiful in the meth world."
Yeah.
You have a meth scratched face. Woo. That is Aaron. Those are Aaron's literal words.
And then what happens is that turns out Brandy C was in a car accident and has scars on her face.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Do you get to cry and be butthurt and have anybody give a shit about this on the show? Because what she does is she cries and gets butthurt. And everybody seems to give a shit that she is crying and butthurt. And that it's very mean that Aaron said those things about her.
But yeah, to be fair, Brandy C was like totally egging Aaron on and calling her circus tits.
I don't know.
Telling her she's ugly. And then it's like, oh, you picked one thing that happens to be what Brandy C refers to as a disability.
Like, yeah. And everybody, exactly. And it's like, no, it's a physical appearance thing. And all anybody is talking about on this show is physical appearance. Right. Do you get to be butthurt? And do you get to expect everybody to care and Brett to care?
If you have drank as much alcohol as she has, the answer is yes.
Man.
You are entitled to those feelings. Those feelings are happening.
I love that the doors to Brett's bedroom say BMB, which ostensibly is Brett Michaels' band, but I think is Dave Matthews Band. I like to think that it's the Dave Matthews Band.
And are they driving over the Chicago
Bridge
River?
And they're throwing Brett Michaels onto a boat.
Shit.
And everybody's like, oh man, why did we get stuck with Brett Michaels on this tour? I just wanted to see the Chicago River. So now
what we are seeing, just to hone in, is that Aaron has become the target.
She just said, if I was in a wheelchair, would you make fun of me for it?
This is Brandy C. Yeah.
We're talking about some mild scarring on her
To
face.
be honest, I can't even see her scarring.
She's got so much makeup on, you cannot.
I couldn't even tell that it was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brandy's got this little baby voice, and the producers at this point, she is on Brett's bed talking to him, and now he's jamming his tongue down her throat. But the producers crank up the pitch on her voice at one point to
Brett
make her
calls
sound
it
even more like a baby.
titmouse voice.
It just turned me on beyond any belief.
If I was in a wheelchair, would you make fun of me for it?
Brandy C being upset really kind of upset me.
Because he can't stop looking at, he talks about her double D's. He's so gross.
He's gross.
He does not know what they're saying. He is just looking at boobies. And he's like, when can I put my tongue down their throats? It's really fucking
what I was
bad.
saying a second ago is that what's happening right now is clearly Aaron has become the target in this episode.
Yeah.
All of the girls have decided they freaking hate Aaron and she has to go. They believe she has a fiance.
Mm-hmm. And she's lying about it.
It's yet to be known. Maybe she is lying about it. Who knows? But they're all a little pissed that she would come on this show and have a significant other. I mean, I call a little bit of bullshit. I think that they just pick a girl that they're going to pick on every episode and decide like she's the one to go, and they kind of team up.
It's like what you heard about with the Ellen DeGeneres show, where Ellen would pick a certain employee to shit on every day or every week. And
I didn't
like,
know about that.
Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons everybody hated her. Is she would like pick a particular employee,
and then everybody had to shit on them.
No, but she would just treat them like absolute garbage. Yeah. Anyway, feel free to come on the show, Ellen, and defend yourself. What's wild? They're now on the date. What's the date, Ashley?
So the date is they are going to, what's it called? The Jim Henson Studios.
Yeah. Which is not where you record Muppets, but maybe also where you record Muppets.
Yeah, he says it's like a really good recording studio.
It looks amazing.
And this guy named Don Was.
Don Was. Famous producer. And he lists off his credits, and I'm like, Don Was is no fucking joke. Yeah, this
like
guy.
Rolling Stones.
He's very
and
good.
like, yeah. So they're going to
Bob
record one of Brett's shitty songs. Sorry, Brett.
And they need, not sorry, they need, so it's Lacey, Rodeo, and Aaron.
The winners
on
of
this
the
date.
challenge.
And they're getting in the studio to record stuff. Now, Lacey, she's got some musical chops. I'll say some.
She's in a band.
She's in a band. She can play the drums. She can play the guitar.
She can play some
She
instruments.
can sing like Britney Spears.
Yeah. She has this kind of like weird affectation to her voice that kind of drives me crazy, but she's not like tone deaf. She's singing the song. It's just kind of this like nasally thing that kind of drives me crazy.
I'm so thrilled to be a part of Brett's music. We got the cold December. Hey, baby, do you remember?
And she also, like Lacey in everything, because spoilers, we see her in other shows to come. She seems to just milk every opportunity to be musical and like just kind of overplays her hand a bit in all scenes where
I mean,
there's
I would.
any kind of thank you. That's what I was about to ask. And I feel the same because what's better odds that you not even just better odds, but what's the better stakes that you win this and you get to date Bret Michaels for a month? Is
that winning though? Let's be real.
Or that you show off your musical chops somewhere along the way and maybe somebody notices you and goes, everybody hates you on this show and you're very popular and you can kind of sing and play some instruments.
This could be an avenue towards a wonderful musical career.
I think that was the better hand to play.
Yeah. Just show that I'm a musician.
Yeah.
That I know what I'm doing.
So I hate that she kind of overplays it, but at the same time, I get it.
Me too. It's like what she has to offer. And she's not bad.
Yeah.
I will, like you said, I will not say that she's bad. It's just, she's not my thing.
Yeah. And unlike our classier dating shows, like The Honor You're Fighting For, Brett is making out with every woman in front of every woman on this show.
Right.
So you are just making out with a gradually smaller pool of women and potentially starting to bone with a gradually smaller pool of women.
Yeah.
Which does also happen.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yay, I won.
Right.
Or maybe you get to be a musician, the famous musician.
Right. That's what I meant earlier. Like, is anyone really winning? Now, we have to talk about Rodeo's
We do.
singing.
They start playing some porn music for Rodeo in the studio.
She almost orgasms on microphone.
She says so.
Guys, this is television.
This is why we watch. This is why we love it. Rodeo is literally getting off on the microphone. And when I say that they start playing porn music, no, she is still making these sounds to Bret Michaels' very bad song. But the producers decide to edit in some good bow chicka wow wow. You know?
Yeah.
And that's very cool.
Yeah.
And Bret needs some alone time with Aaron.
Aaron gets up there and has very little to offer, to be honest. But she does a little bit of moaning, and Bret grinds with her next to the microphone.
And then Bret very, very plainly states, I can't hear what she's saying. I'm just looking at her boobs.
Yes. Yeah. I cannot focus on her words. Now, this is, we talked about her earlier. She's the target right now in the house. They call her clown tits. She's got some big fake titties.
I want to draw attention. I want to hang a lantern on this because Bret says some shit that is fucking wild. He says it was kind of a turn on that she's not musical and that she's never been to a studio. So, hey guys, it's a turn on. Bret's turned on. If you're into it, turn on. If you're not into it, if you're completely fucking oblivious to it, unaware of it, turn on.
Everything's a turn on.
Bret just wants you to know he's turned on. And then he also says he's going to de-virginize her in her studio experience, which I'm kind of like, deflowered would be a little...
De-virginize.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Just have the slightest awareness of any other vocabulary words. Like, it's just so brutal. Yeah. What song is enhanced by the moaning? What song? Name one song that would be enhanced by Rodeo's moaning or Aaron's moaning.
None.
Yeah. So it's just, I feel so bad for Don Was. Like, this man recorded Bob fucking Dylan. That's a man who had something to say. And we have Dave Matthews Band in there. And it's just so bad.
It's so bad. And they're really like, he's trying to be really nice. They're like mixing it now. Everybody's kind of getting into it in the studio, and they're calling it a success. But we all know that this producer is just like, oh my God,
gritting
get
his
these people
teeth.
the fuck
and
out
he's
of here.
he's saying he's got goosebumps and he hears a hit, and it's like, Don Was,
Oh, Don.
I hope you got paid well for this, man. Like, you didn't need the publicity. We know who you are, dude. Like, you're a real star, a real music talent. Okay, the A-Team is advertising their A-Teamness. And
Heather has come up with this term.
She's the captain of the A-Team, as we said.
Mm-hmm.
And then they called the Barbie twins the brains of the operation. the producers did.
That
the
is
editors.
Brandy
It's amazing.
C and her friend. Who's her friend? Her name is like escaping.
Is it Tawny?
It's this girl.
Is that Tawny?
No.
It's not Tawny?
The girl on the right.
The girl on the right. Oh, yeah. That's not Faith, because Faith is a brunette.
No.
That's Tawny on the left. Okay. Yeah, not Tamara.
Our audience doesn't know who's on the left and the right, but we assure you we are watching.
I'm really good at audio formats, as you can tell.
But yeah, so Brandy C has a twin. Sorry, guys, we don't remember her name right now.
Yeah.
But they kind of stick together. They're besties throughout this process.
Yeah, and we're coming up on elimination, but also, does Aaron have a fiance? Do we know?
We don't know.
It's going to come up. Like, obviously you shared the wrong information with the wrong people, because they're going to have to defend themselves and things that they said, things that were heard from fucking 50 feet away.
We probably should have investigated, done
like
a little bit of
Wikipedia did?
Googling. Yeah, like,
Do you want me to?
did Aaron
If only I was at a computer.
actually have a fiance?
Did Aaron from Rock of Love have a fiance? Let's see. Whatever happened to Aaron from... Okay.
Oh, well, that's not helpful.
Well, no, I don't want to know what happened to her now. Yeah, I
don't think it's going to tell us.
It's not... We don't know.
We don't know. Sorry, guys.
See, you're as on the edge of your seats as we are.
We
That's
are hard
what's interesting.
hitting journalists.
Everybody already knew that about that. Woo, beer.
I know. My frosé is catching up to me too, which I think is appropriate for this episode.
Listen, we're trying to make it watch what happens live, and that's what we're doing. We're having a shot ski.
Yeah.
I wish everybody could see my good Andy Cohen impression, but I won't bother doing it because there's so much of a physical,
it's very
visual component.
It's very visual.
Anyway, Aaron, everybody's hearing about how Aaron has a boyfriend. Obviously, Lacey's going to need to start some shit.
Well, it's really Heather that starts the shit, though. You know?
I think the problem with Lacey is the smiling when she's planning on doing something, when bad shit happens.
Yeah.
Like, she just smiles when bad shit happens and when she intends on creating bad shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, I want to look evil.
It's television gold is what it is, Andy.
Yeah.
She really knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Now we have Heather. Mm-hmm. Let's be honest, ratting out Aaron right now, but in a very innocent way. I care about you, Brett. I feel a connection with you after one day. And I want you to know that Aaron has a fiance back home. Now, again, Aaron has said that she broke up with this person.
Yeah. Heather was hearing this information from very far away.
Yeah. From across the house.
And just decided to interpret it and walk away as she wanted to interpret it.
And what we noticed with Brett is he takes the bait every time.
Every time.
Every time. He's very pissed at Aaron right now. He's calling her out to talk to her. He lets these girls manipulate him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are absolutely nuts. And I don't mean to be like, I'm not trying to like body shame here because everybody's beautiful in their own way. I have no problem with plastic surgery. If you want to get fake boobs, more power, you know, but it is just kind of funny, like how these girls are calling her clown tits and compare, like if you're doing a waist to tit ratio,
it's wild.
It's wild.
Like
it's crazy.
And Brett's eyes are fighting for their lives, trying not to look down at her chest as she's talking.
While she's defending herself.
Oh, she's wearing a choker. Aww. I didn't write that down.
Oh, I used to have. They're the kind that like stretched
it's lacy.
Out.
Yeah.
And like, I have.
That's
a bunch
the black
of those.
belt for blowjobs.
It is.
That's what chokers are. That's the black belt. It's like what says
I didn't know that
you leveled up. Your sensei gave you the black belt and said you were very good at the penis stuff.
Do you think Aaron has a black belt or a brown belt?
Oh, I don't know.
Hard to say. You know who we find out does have a black belt in blowjobs?
It's Brandy M.
No.
Lacey. That's right.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons she sticks around for so goddamn long.
Find out later that Lacey gives a mean BJ.
Well, she's got to do something right. I mean, she sucks. She sucks in every way. So that way is another way to suck and have it be good.
No, redeeming quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to suck, be sure you also suck. Okay, what's the heavy side, babe?
Guys, this elimination, Brett's outfit.
Yes! I have it in all caps on my notes.
Is chef's kiss.
So bad!
Brett's outfit is everything.
Oh!
Everything.
Oh my God! I had to write in all caps because I'm so mad about his outfit.
Andy, you're scaring the dogs.
Oh, sorry, bud. Hey, buddy, it's okay.
It's okay, buddy.
So tonight, 4 girls are gonna go home. Okay, 4 girls are going home. Tiffany,
these are the stakes.
Tiffany is fucking wasted and says, "I'm not gonna get eliminated. Brett's gonna get eliminated," which is like. It reminds me of this Kids in the Hall sketch that I love to quote where it's like somebody's so hammered and just hemorrhaging blood and they're like, I'm not going to go to the hospital. I'm going to drive you to the hospital. You're not going to drive. I'll drive you
I'm getting eliminated.
Hospital.
Brett's getting eliminated. The guy who's doing the eliminating.
The one person that has no chance.
You know what else she says? Tonight I hope Brenda goes home.
There's no Brenda.
There is not a Brenda.
And then she's like, Brendy? You know all the girls you know named Brendy in your life? I hope Bort goes home. What, there's nobody here named Bort? What am I going to do with all this Bort memorabilia I printed out?
Oh, Tiffany, we love you. We love you. I mean, I'm so glad that you're on the show, to be honest.
It's important. So Rodeo gets the first pass. But we need to be real. Rodeo gets the first pass, but she's not blonde and she's not a child.
Yeah.
So let's be real about her odds.
Yeah, I mean, no, good point.
Yeah. So good for you, Rodeo. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah.
But
She
okay.
is making a real connection with him, though.
I interrupted us. We were talking about Brett's fashion because this is more important than the elimination by far.
Oh, God, Sierra. I know. So Lacey got picked. Jess got picked. All the people you would expect to get picked.
Yeah.
But meanwhile,
all
Brett
this is happening.
is wearing this fabulous getup, which can only be described as
cowpunk Lord Farquaad.
Guys, his jacket goes down to the floor.
To the flow. It's a trench coat.
It is cow print.
It is a heifer print trench coat that goes to the floor.
Cow
it is
print.
a London fog cow print trench coat.
It has a beautiful ruffle at the top, a duster. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
It has a duster on the shoulders.
Oh my God, it does. It's a little cape.
Yeah.
He's 100%, and he's not a tall man.
No.
So to wear this, like, he's not a short man. I'll give you
I think he says at one
credit.
point he's 5'10".
Yeah.
Very average, you know. Yeah.
And I think that's in cowboy boots. That's my opinion. But like
with the Tom Cruise lift.
it doesn't like you wear a floor length trench coat with a little cape and it's cow print. It does not dissuade me from calling you cowpunk Lord Farquaad. He's wearing a cowboy hat that says American Outlaw. It's got an American flag
And some flames.
It's
and a
airbrushed.
skull.
It's airbrushed like your neighbor that you don't want to talk to.
Yeah.
Would have their
It's
truck
giving
airbrushed.
MAGA.
It's definitely red pilled.
Yeah.
It's it's a problem hat. And the thing about all this, about all the cowboy bullshit, you're from Pennsylvania.
Right. This whole like rock star outlaw vibe. I don't
No.
Maybe it was a moment in time. I don't get it.
Poison wasn't a fucking some kind of
Right.
wackadoo
like
country
alt
band.
country?
No.
No, it was a hair band.
Yeah.
It was freaking rock.
They rocked. They could shred. And now he's just, I play guitar and I know the G chord and I know the C chord and I wear American Outlaw clothes. Like it's just really
Mixed with
you're so
affliction
confusing.
and true religion and
Hey, who gets the last pass, Ash?
Who gets the last pass? We are down to the 5 people that are on the chopping block are Erin, Tiffany, don't threaten her with a good time, Tawny, Tamra, or as Brett likes to say, Tamara, and Faith. These
Who?
are the people on the. I know.
Who?
Like we don't really hear from Faith or Tawny really. Tamra is very sweet and beautiful, but dumb as a box of rocks.
And her dumbness, like, is it, as I said earlier, I'm like, is it just kind of
nervousness or
yeah, and then you find out here at the end she's kind of
I
dumb.
know, poor thing.
She gets lost like Spinal Tap. She's got to find her way out of the house.
She gets eliminated and she goes into a bedroom instead of out the front door.
Hey, Tamara, you gotta go out the front door.
Maybe if I were smarter, then I'd be here longer. And the correct pronunciation of my name is Tamra. Brett.
She's been living in this house for a couple days. She knows where the freaking front door
It's
is.
amazing.
It's wonderful.
And then she has a talking head at the end, right? Where
Yeah.
she's outside after being eliminated and talking to the cameras, and she's like, "By the way, it's pronounced Tamara, right?"
Not Tamara.
Just to stick him one last time.
Meanwhile, Aaron is getting the last pass.
And then he's got to say bye to all these women.
Yeah.
Now, I think this is the end of dignity on the show.
Yeah.
Even though
Was
Tiffany
there
is out.
any? Wow.
Yeah, no. Tawny recognizing that she's destined for better things. Faith recognizing she's destined for better things. Tamara recognizing she's destined for better things. Tiffany being butthurt. The one exception. She was supposed to be gone already.
Faith is the one real one that's like, I'm too good for Brett and
Yeah.
I'm fine with being eliminated because we clearly want different things.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, more power.
Yeah.
Like, I respect you.
Faith is too classy for this shit. Also, she also saw like, I'm a brunette. I'm not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We find out he clearly has a thing for blondes.
He's a doppelbanger. We talked about this in episode 1. He wants to fuck himself. If you don't look like Bret Michaels, you have no chance fucking Bret Michaels.
If you don't have luscious blonde locks.
They once were luscious, and then he aquanetted them to death.
Oh, God.
Hydrogen peroxide probably played a big part in that.
Oh, God.
Ashley, I think we're coming up on the end of this episode. Do you have any close? I do like that for Tamara being so dumb. The producers always love to work in that like little baby mobile music.
Yeah. Oh.
Any closing thoughts from you? Do you want to give a you googly for any of our fallen soldiers?
That's right. We give you googly.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tiffany, you're my girl. Because the others, honestly, I don't know them that well. Tawny, Tamara, Faith, you're far too classy for me to know too much about you from this show. Tiffany, R.I.P. You threatened us with a good time and you delivered.
It wasn't just a threat, it was a promise. Oh my God. We have fun.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a second episode of Mock of Love. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, I am Andy.
I am Ashley.
This is Mock of Love. You guys have it. You guys.
Beer's a good drink.
No.
Oh.
I'm coming up. We need intros and outros.
Oh, yeah.
So I need to say, hey, will you stay in this house and rock my world? Continue to rock my... God damn it. Hang on. Hey, Brenda, wind it back. Brenda, I want a clean one. Okay. For Mock of Love, will you stay in this house and continue to rock my world? Was that a clean one?
That was clean.
Okay, cool.
That was clean.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.